Hear him. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier.
What about your friends? Will they hang around? Will they let you down? Hey. Oh, y'all know I love to sing. It's Filipinos, man. I don't really know why we like doing it, but singing is just something that we do. Did y'all see? Boom. My Ray Boom Boom Mancini shirt. Look at it again. Rest in peace, Dooku Kim and Alexis Arguello. Ray Boom Boom Mancini, your all-time legend. Y'all know I love the history of this. What's up with it, family? It's Hot Boxing Minute, your favorite pharmaceutical engineer turned boxing analyst. Back at you with the realness, as only I can bring it. Why? Because I'm real as hell. What you think? Anyways, the big news that is hitting the lines right now, Ryan Garcia made a trainer move. Oh, Lord. The whole world's going to come collapsing down on the boxing world because Ryan Garcia did what? Ryan Garcia left Eddy Reynoso and he's moving over to Joe Goossen. Actually, Joe Goossen is coming to San Diego because Ryan Garcia has a gym in San Diego and he's camping with Nikita Ababi. I always get that last name mixed up. White Chocolate from NYC. Anyways, they're helping each other out. They're camping out here in my city of San Diego. I posted a video of Ryan and I hanging out at the gym, at my gym, the arena out here in San Diego. But anyways, I didn't know. Actually, you make it even better. Ryan Garcia actually hopped in on my live on TikTok. There was like 500 people in my live and he just came in. Crazy world. What an interesting day. Later on that day, this was yesterday, or was it the day before? I don't really know what day it was. Ryan Garcia hopped in the live, and just a few minutes afterwards, the news got dropped. Ryan Garcia is now with Joe Goossen, and everyone's upset. Listen, just because Ryan Garcia left Eddy Reynoso doesn't mean it's the end of the world. Not everybody actually works well in the Eddy Reynoso system. That's not to drag Eddy Reynoso. Mexican mob, don't come at me for this one. Listen, Luis Neri didn't do so well in the Eddy Reynoso system. Andy Ruiz had a shaky first fight against, what's his name? Areola in the Eddy Reynoso system. Oscar Valdez before that Alacran fight, it was like 2 fights where he was looking rather shaky trying to adjust to the Eddy Reynoso system. Eddy Reynoso is not the end all be all, you guys. There's a lot of other great trainers out there in the game, and Ryan just so happened to go with Joe Goossen. And a lot of people are upset. Because, if you challenge anything Canelo, they're automatically making assumptions of what Ryan Garcia's motivations are, what happened behind closed doors, what's the narrative here. Listen, nobody knows what the narrative is. We all have our speculations, we might have our ideas, but ultimately, nobody knows but Eddy Reynoso and Ryan Garcia, why it is that Ryan Garcia decided to go on his own solo. And Ryan Garcia, in an interview, A Boxing Scene, he said that he did it because he wanted to get more time and attention from a trainer because Eddy Reynoso was kind of spread too thin, and he also wanted to establish his own legacy. And that's commendable. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And we have to take it at face value because why? We don't know what's going on behind closed doors. Keep it 100. Keep it 100. I'm not really sure why everyone hates on that man. He sneezes wrong and everyone gets upset. Listen, Ryan Garcia is very young. He's like 23 years old. He's thrust into the spotlight. Yeah, he might talk some trash on Twitter. So what? Almost every other fighter talks trash on Twitter. Yeah, he pulled out of a fight, but he injured his hand, and the injury was real, and the surgery was real. All of a sudden, fighters aren't allowed to get injured now? I don't know. I think it has something to do more with his success as a social media presence than it is as a fighter, even though he is undefeated as a fighter and has been knocking fools out left and right. I don't know. I don't understand it. I see success, and it just inspires me and motivates me to want to be successful. I can't really speak for how haters motivate. Anyways, for those of you that are unfamiliar with Joe Goossen is a legendary boxing trainer who has trained quite a few champions. He's trained guys like Michael Nunn, one of the great middleweights, super middleweights of the early 90s, mid-90s era. And I'm talking like that middleweight era was deep. There was Michael Nunn. There was Gerald G-Man McClellan. Roy Jones Jr. came around. Bernard Hopkins was there. You had Nigel Benn, Chris Eubanks Sr., Steve Collins. And Michael Nunn was amongst those guys. He was a legitimate champion, and he got that championship through the training and the tutelage of Joe Goossen. Let's talk about the Ruelas brothers. The Ruelas brothers, Gabriel and Rafael, they both became champions under Joe Goossen, and of course, probably the most famous Joe Goossen student of them all, Diego Corrales. Rest in peace, Chico. So people are under the impression that Ryan Garcia left Eddy Reynoso's camp because he wasn't disciplined enough. Like he's just going to be under the tutelage of Joe Goossen, and Joe Goossen is just going to lollygag and let Ryan do whatever he wants. I don't think you guys really understand who Joe Goossen is and the caliber of trainer that he is. Joe Goossen is not going to be a walk in the park for Ryan Garcia, you guys. This isn't trade one trainer for another trainer because the other trainer is going to be more relaxed. Joe Goossen has a system, an established system, and an established reputation for being a great trainer. Make no mistake about it, you guys. Get off that young dude Ryan Garcia's back. Let him live. I don't know what I would have been like at 23 years old if I had a bunch of people hating on me online every time I sneeze. Anyways, I think Joe Goossen is going to work great with Ryan Garcia's style. Joe Goossen, if anything, from what I've seen with his past fighters, is that he makes your strengths even stronger. And if you are already an offensively gifted person, he will further weaponize you and he will train you to be able to fight in the trenches like a dog. Like, for reals, Joe Goossen fighters, they get down. So expect to see Ryan Garcia in some fun offensive shootouts. And we already know Ryan Garcia has got some crazy power in his hands for a lightweight. Don't get it twisted. So what do you folks out there think about this new move? Ryan Garcia leaving Eddy Reynoso and linking up with Joe Goossen for his new upcoming fight on April 9th. Let me know what you think about this move on Ryan Garcia's part in the comments section. Hit like, hit follow if you haven't already done so. Are you not following me yet? Anyways, y'all, this is Hot Boxing Minute, the future of boxing analysis on YouTube.